Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. I'm excited to announce that this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they've discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes, including this new 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, then this box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. Today, we continue looking at the new legendary creatures from the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set. I was trying to figure out which creature I wanted and decided to go for one of the ring wraiths. Finally, I settled on the one from the pre-con, Lord of the Nazgul. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Sauron has yet to reveal his deadliest servant. The one who will lead Mordor's armies in war. The one they say no living man can kill. The Witch King of Angmar.
Lord of the Nazgul is a 5-mana 4/3 Wraith Noble with flying. He gives Wraiths we control protection from ring bearers. Additionally, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, we create a 3/3 black Wraith creature token with Menace. Then, if we control 9 or more Wraiths, Wraiths we control have base power and toughness 9/9 until end of turn. Dimir Spellslinger is a fun and challenging build. There are lots of instants and sorceries that we can cast, building an army of Wraiths to serve the Dark Lord with every spell. And there are lots of new Wraiths from the Lord of the Rings set. However, I wanted to challenge myself and make sure the list stayed under $100. Unfortunately, the Nazgul are currently going for about $10 each, so there was no way I was going to fit 9 of them into the list. And Sauron's Goal, the One Ring, is currently going for $40, so that one was out as well. But before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Rivendell, Underground River, Clearwater Pathway, Temple of Deceit, Mistvault Bridge, Dimir Guildgate, Dimir Aqueduct, Contaminated Aquifer, Sunken Hollow, Dismal Backwater, Jwar Isle Refuge, Waterfront District, Submerged Boneyard, Salt Marsh, Reliquary Tower, Bojuka Bog, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 7 islands, and 6 swamps make up our lands. Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Dominance, Dimir Signet, Sky Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Mind Stone, Dark Ritual, Chromatic Lantern, Decanter of Endless Water, Midnight Clock, Wayfarer's Bauble, Solemn Simulacrum, Jace's Sanctum, and Thought Vessel make up our ramp package. Kindred Discovery, Ring Sight, Tainted Indulgence, Sauron's Ransom, Hostile Negotiations, Mission Briefing, Night's Whisper, Sign in Blood, Read the Bones, Siphon Mind, The Magic Mirror, Teferi's Ageless Insight, and Call of the Ring are how we dig through our deck, but that's not all you want in a Spellslinger deck. Birthday Escape, Consider, Preordain, Opt, Brainstorm, Frantic Search, Gitaxian Probe, Ponder, Thought Scour, Serum Visions, Impulse, Sleight of Hand, and Chart a Course serve as cantrips, helping us to trigger our commander as often as possible. Counterspell, Feed the Swarm, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Negate, Arcane Denial, Infernal Grasp, Resculpt, Drown in the Lock, Reality Shift, Snap, Unwind, Rewind, Press the Enemy, Ravenform, Unsummon, and Ashiok Dreamrender make up our interaction and spot removal package. Raise the Palisade, and Deadly Tempest help us to reset the board as needed. Witch King of Angmar, Witch King Bringer of Ruin, and Ring Wraiths allow us to get to 9 Wraiths faster. Swiftfoot Boots for protection, Swarm Intelligence, and Storm of Saruman help to copy our spells, allowing us to either destroy more permanents or draw more cards. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 49 mana sources split between 34 lanes and 15 pieces of ramp. A little light, but that's because we're running 26 pieces of card advantage, split between 13 cantrips and 13 pieces of traditional card advantage. 16 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Ashiok Dreamrender and Bojuka Bog, 1 sudden I win card in Raise the Palisade. Seriously, if we can bounce every single creature and put our 9th or 10th Wraith on the board at the same time, our creatures will be large enough to wipe out at least 2 players. Sure, the new Wraith won't have haste, but we'll have at least 8 other 9/9s, which should be more than enough to win the game. This is a fairly straightforward deck to play. We don't have a ton of combos in the deck, just card draw, a bit of spot removal and counter magic, and a commander that wants us to cast as many instants and sorceries as possible. I know that Swarm Intelligence and Storm of Saruman won't create any extra Wraiths for us, but that's fine. Getting to draw 4 cards from a post-combat Chart a Course is well worth keeping Swarm Intelligence in the deck. Do you have a Wraith deck? Did you pick Lord of the Nazgul to be your commander? Or did you choose the Witch King of Angmar to lead the 9? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Richard, Pob Zombie, Mark, Danny, Alex, John, Ignis, Daniel, Steve, and Kevin. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.